So what I'm going to show you today is another one of my books. This is a book so physically big that I had to rebuild a different tripod in order to have it fitting on my desk. So for all the Star Wars fans out there are countless books about the making of Star Wars. I think we've all seen how many there are, and some are better than others. This one is probably one of the best, if not the best. This one I bought in 2007. It's a real heavy beast. I wish I'd have weighed it, but you know, if ever you're going to buy one of these, check the postage costs, because I suspect if they do charge postage, it may cost you a fortune because it weighs a ton. There we go. That was a slap of it just being lifted a few centimeters from the desk. The Making of Star Wars by JW Rinzler. JW has done countless books about the making of movies. There's a really good one about aliens and Indiana Jones one. He did one on Star Wars, which is this one. He also did one on Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. I only ever picked up the Star Wars one because I only had enough money at the time to get the Star Wars one. I think I paid about £40 for this, and to be fair, I think it weighs about £40 as well. I have had a look this morning as of 9th of July 2024. You can buy this on World of Books for like £12 something, so you can pick this one up pretty cheap. The Empire Strikes Back and the Return of the Jedi one, though, not so cheap. So it's around 360 pages. I'm trying to work out how to show you physically. So let's have a look at my Dune Blu-rays. We all know how big a Blu-ray is. So we've got a couple of Blu-rays there. So you can see how physically big this is. It's nearly the size of two Blu-rays. Width-wise, it's probably, should have thought of this early, it's like 1.5 Blu-rays, really. So physically, it's quite a bit of a beast in size. But obviously, we want to know about the content. Now, a lot of videos I've been showing on my channel have been signed. Unfortunately, this one isn't signed. But it is such a cool book that I did want to show it off. It's an amazing coffee table book. I think it's published by Random House. The RRP on the inside says $39.99, so that's how much I paid for it. I did buy this one brand new when it came out. It is filled with tons of stuff. So there's a lot of text in there. The text is quite small, but obviously if your eyesight's okay. Put it this way, in order for me to read this, I do need to put reading glasses on because it is quite tiny text. But in here we have a whole wealth of information. It gives you all the dates. So for example, this chapter is January 75 to August 75. So it goes into everything. The pre-filming, we've got some really early designs here. So it is pretty comprehensive, loads of photos. It's all based on lost interviews, apparently, this book. So it's probably a lot of things that we haven't had before. So if you look at, for example, this page, we see that it's got the names, so George Lucas, Charles, and so on. So it's given us a really good look at a film that we're probably really familiar with anyway, to be honest. I think Star Wars fans know almost everything there is to know about the making of the original trilogy. But there are some really good photos and storyboards and concept designs and stuff that we probably haven't seen before in this book. There's a lot of photos that we probably have seen before, but there's a whole ton. I mean, who doesn't remember that shot? That was everywhere back in the day. You could even get that as posters. So this is obviously pre-Disney Star Wars. So for those of you who are a bit mad at Disney for having Star Wars, get a grip. But also this is a look at the classic era, to say the least, at Star Wars. So we get a lot. There's a lot. There's a wealth of information inside this, but I'm not going to go through absolutely everything. I'm not 100% sure. I don't think it goes into the special editions, even though this book came out after the special editions came out in, what, 97? The picture of Carrie Fisher there. Bless her. So this is more into the original version of Star Wars, not so much when Lucas started faffing around with it. There's a whole bunch of pages at the back, which is the bonus material apparently. I don't know how you can get bonus material in a book, because a book's a book, isn't it, really? These are the storyboards by Alex. So it's a really good book. It looks amazing on a shelf. It is solid, very, very heavy. But if you are into having really cool books to display, this is a great one. If you're also into the Star Wars universe, Star Wars galaxy, whatever, and you're not one of those that gets mad at everything, then I recommend highly this this book by JW Rinzler. What do you think? Have you got it? Have you got the other two? Are the other two as good as this one? Do let me know. And if you know any place where I can get Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi cost effectively, do let me know.